Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what is cool about CSGO? It isn't the amassed value that you can pull out over time. It isn't about owning a blue gem. It isn't about trading in knives for a more expensive knife. What's cool about CSGO is that feeling that you get when you hit your first knife. Whether you buy it or you pull it or you win it, it doesn't matter. Nothing can be the feeling of your very first knife in game. So I was checking the Steam time machine, and come to find out, I started playing CSGO on January 14th, 2014. All the way back then. The game had just released a few months prior, and I had played Source as a kid quite a bit with a buddy of mine, and it was a blast, and I was excited to get into CSGO. So we played that for a little bit, but they didn't have skins at the time when I first started playing. It wasn't until the Arms Dealer update that they dropped skins in the game, and it was kind of a game changer. If you think about it, Counter-Strike kind of invented the first NFTs, honestly. Items that have value that you can trade, buy, and sell. Pretty interesting to think about. So I stopped playing the game for quite a while, and I joined up again after the Arms Deal update, way after the Arms Deal update. By the time that I had joined, the Huntsman case was the newest case in the game, and I was excited. At the time, I was a broke college kid, right? Super young, wanting to open cases. That guy hit me, brother. But I didn't have a lot of money coming in. You know what I mean? So really, the only time that I could open cases, I could really only open cases like 5, 10 at a time, maybe back in the day, every time I got paid. So it was really kind of rough to be able to open enough cases to potentially get a, knife back in the day. But I was never down bad about it or anything like that, you know, just when I could afford to open cases, I would open cases. And I remember one time I threw $20 in. You gotta remember that at this time, every case in the game was under $1. Every case was under $1, pretty much. Even the Bravo case, even the weapons cases, they were all like around $1. And nowadays, it's insane if you think about it. But I was opening Huntsman cases, and I was probably buying these Huntsman cases for, I don't know, 4 cents, and then spending the $2.50 to open it, which back in the day, at that time, made sense to me. Anymore, it doesn't. There's not many cases that you can pick up for under, you know, a few bucks. I didn't want to play live matchmaking for this because my aim has been atrocious lately, and I need to get it back. So I'm just kind of messing around. But I wanted to tell this story. So yeah, so I was opening Huntsman cases for, you know, probably $2.54 back in the day because of the key, and you were getting Huntsman drops at the time. You know, all was great in the world at that time. Nowadays, if Valve really wanted to fix the Gamba issue and everything, honestly, take away the requirement for a key. If cases are going to be $2 to $10 a piece, what's that guy doing? Then at least take away the key, like for the packages, for the capsules, sticker capsules, things like that. I mean, if that's the case, if you take away the key, I'm opening cases all day. But yeah, about $2.54 a case back in the day. It was a pretty new account, obviously, too. You know, there's that rumor that there's new account luck. So I'd probably opened under 100 cases at the time. I don't know exactly how many. I was buying 10 to 20 of them at a time. And one day, the last bit of money that I could spend on cases, or, you know, anything fun, basically my fun money for that 2-week period, I decided that I wanted to spend it on cases. They're going to A. So I did. I spent the last amount, and I bought 20 cases. And this day was probably the most intense day of my life for Counter-Strike. Why? I put the key in the case, right? It starts spinning. Slot machine in my eyes, brother. And what I see is a red. Cool, right? So we hit the red. Turned out to be an AK-47 Vulcan. We got the AK Vulcan. Beautiful gun. Field tested, but it was still just gorgeous. At the time, about 60 bucks. I was ecstatic. Man, I was over the moon, thinking that I could own something in a video game that cost $60 on the Steam market was bananas to me, actually. And not but 2 cases later. What? Stop it, dude. I'm trying to tell a story here. Not but 2 cases later, my friends, I finally see that gold symbol show up. And what I ended up pulling was a field-tested Crimson Web Huntsman. And I cannot for the life of me find a case opening simulator where you can select the skin that you want it to pull. I was going to make a little dramatic recreation, but I can't seem to find the means to do that. After pulling that, I was pretty involved in the in like watching esports and things like that at the time, and you know, I was pretty into CSGO Lounge. And if anybody doesn't know, CSGO Lounge used to be a place where you could go and you could bet on pro matches. And man, I was a part of every bit of that portion of the community, man. I mean, I'd be doing schoolwork, watching the pro matches, betting on the pro matches, things like that. Just having an all-around blast. Eventually, won myself, accidentally placed a bet on a 16x multiplier because the team was not expected to win, but it was a best of 1. Accidentally did it, and it accidentally hit. Made some other good bets, good decisions, and eventually pulled out a karambit, but nothing really beat the Huntsman for me, which is why when I came back to the game 5 years later and I started playing on sites like Roll and, you know, other places like that, and I got lucky enough to hit, well, my teammate hit it, a $1,600 knife out of a $10 case in a case battle, and I could literally almost buy any knife I wanted aside from, you know, like rubies, emeralds, and sapphires. I went with this. The Huntsman knife. My favorite color combo is green and black. This is more like green, teal, and black. But it's a Huntsman. It's the first knife that I ever had in the game. And I saw it, and I immediately needed to have it because it just reminded me of the good times, how it used to be. Yeah, I guess I don't even really know the point of the video. I just wanted to talk about the first knife. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know, bro. I came back to play CS because of all the CS2 hype, and, you know, I played this game for like 3 years, and I mean, some of my best memories with some of my best friends, one of whom has passed away since, has been had on that game. And this kind of just makes it better. You know what I mean? Let alone it's gonna just pop in CS2 ideally. But yeah, I just knew that when I came back and I had the chance, I had to get the Huntsman. It was my first knife, and there's just something special about it. And there's something special about this community. I don't know. There's something special about Counter-Strike. Always has been. And this kind of just solidifies that for me. I'm so excited for CS2. I don't know. Just kind of wanted to make a video talking to the community, man. The feedback on the non-Gambit videos, because YouTube doesn't push those out, has been insane. The first CS case opening I did popped off to like 1,000 views, like within a few hours, and it was just cool to see all the nice comments and things like that. So yeah, I don't know, just it just feels good. Community feels all right. I did have a super toxic game for my Anubis case opening. You'll have to watch that video. I'll link it up above, or it should be linked in the cards. But yeah, you know, 1 out of, you know, 50 games back or whatever ain't so bad. So yeah, so I just wanted to thank the community for being, you know, such a cool community, and just kind of tell the story of how I got my first knife in CS. Guys, that's the video. If you liked it, like it, subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.